Speed.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. We are live. You guys are so quiet now. Everybody was making all this noise before the show went live.
You told us to shut the hell up before we went on the air.
Yeah, I
Don't be
guess
frightened.
you were totally right. What is up, everybody in the chat? I hope everything's live and good to go. What's up, Robert Crenshaw? All right, so happy Wednesday. We have a fantastic show for you guys. We have the lovely Lady Foxfire here as our special guest, so we're so excited. She was here and now she's quiet. I don't know how to feel. Lady Foxfire, you want to say good morning to everybody?
Hey, good morning, guys. I just woke up for this.
She's up bright and early.
No, actually, yeah, I woke up right before my alarm, and I was like, what the heck is this? This is not normal for me.
Oh,
And
that's
then
awesome.
I chugged some coffee and some Red Bull for you guys. So, what's up? What's up, chat? How are you? What's up,
Coffee
Mel?
and Red Bull at the same time.
Wait, what? I didn't say I chugged them at the same time.
I'd say that's
Can
a
you
hard
imagine?
thing.
Can you imagine?
Oh man.
No,
that
it was
would be
coffee
disgusting.
first, Red Bull later. Well, actually, Red Bull now. What's up, Xbot?
A shot of
going on?
adrenaline. A shot of adrenaline straight to the heart, right in between there, and you're all good. That's it.
Yeah, it's a rare thing that happens, but don't worry, guys. I don't do this every day because I'm not a morning person. That's
Hey.
all I'm saying.
But it happens for CCC, and that's super. We appreciate you. You made it. So,
Thank you for having me.
no, thanks for
Oh,
joining.
snaps. Hurry, introduce CBL because he's not here.
Oh, yes. Everybody, let's say good morning to Creating Beyond Limits, who has yet to make it to the show, and he's missing in action. Good morning, Creating Beyond Limits. Top of the morning to ya. I'm sorry I'm not here to join the show today, but hopefully I'll make it.
Fortnite.
Yes, he's over playing Fortnite right now, and he's ignoring us.
He has better things to do.
Look at your friends
Apparently.
list. He is indeed playing Fortnite. I could see him right now. It's funny.
Wasn't he playing your game with you?
Yeah, he was playing Project Spark, that new update. You can play other people's games from the internet.
I'm
He was
pretty
playing that
sure.
earlier.
I'm pretty sure our friend Creating Beyond Limits has ditched us today.
That's at European time. I think it got UK Daz in a dizzy too.
Hold on. Is he streaming Fortnite right now? Because we can have everybody like stream bomb him real quick. Like, what are you doing over here?
He gets raided.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's all message him at the same time.
you weren't here for our sound check, and your icon is really messed up on my my screen here, so that's really making me upset because it's so off-centered. But now mine is off-centered, so you're fired. All
I'm
right,
sorry.
so
I had to get kind of like my bi-yearly physical, to get pumped up for the new Destiny 2 DLC that's dropping in a couple of days.
Oh, sorry. Cautious. I don't
Yeah,
understand
buddy.
what happened.
Come in, you royal boob.
That's what he has to say about Destiny.
Whenever I hear that, I picture like a boob with a crown on it. Is that bad? Like
no,
what-
that's totally what I pictured too, though. That's the thing. I'm like, hey, that's a fancy titty over there.
Oh my goodness.
So,
That sounds like that would be a little bit painful. I'm just
off
saying.
the rails already.
all right,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me finish introducing everybody, and then
Well, you
guys
went
can
crazy,
go.
so
Oh man! All right, Xbot came in here and ruined everything. No offense, Xbot.
that's not
it's totally
surprising
cool.
in the least.
I
It's
know,
Sorry.
the story of my life.
Let me focus. Now we have our usual suspects. Mr. Boomstick XL, would you like to say good morning?
Good morning to everyone in the chat. I want to shout out my boy J472, also known as Jay the Destroyer, and my brother Neo Mental.
Good morning, Neo Mental and Jay the Destroyer. And then we have Supersonic Station. Would you like to say good morning?
Good morning. Good to be here. Glad you guys are all up here this morning. There's so many topics. It's freaking crazy.
Yeah, there is a lot to talk about. And then we have the Xbot 448 who came in here, started making noise, even though he wasn't going to be here, and I was totally planning on making fun of him. Xbot, would you like to say good morning?
You could kick me out to make fun of me, but you said it. You said it wrong. You said it wrong. Now, I heard your introduction of Fox over here. So now I am the lovely Xbot 448. All right.
I don't agree with this.
I agree with Fox.
What's going on, everybody? What is going on, chat? I'm actually bringing the chat up right now. It is cool that I got done with my doctor's appointment and I was able to come on just as you guys were going live. So this is cool. I can't wait to talk about the topics. I don't know what we're talking about, though.
Thank you,
Anyway.
Biggie, for the super chat. You're a darling.
Nice.
That needs.
Oh, snaps. I survived the Game Couch podcast, by the way. I don't know if you know that. or
Well,
not.
you can hold that for just a moment.
All right.
All right. And then I am your host, and I think we got everybody else because this show just hops around like I can never keep track of anything. All right. So announcements, you guys. I guess we'll start with Xbot448. You said something about a couch potato?
Yeah. I survived the couch potato pie. No. I was a guest last week on the Gamers Couch podcast, Foxy Games UK, and it's funny I'm saying this with the special guest we have, but,
Right, not this Foxy, a different Foxy.
It was a lot of fun. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Foxy Games and everything like that because it was a podcast where we all didn't agree on what everybody else was saying, but it didn't get rude and it didn't get so energetic that people started yelling at each other and at the end of the show, when we went off air and everything like that, it's good to see that people respect other people's opinions and don't take it to heart. And it was just overall, it was a great show.
Wow, that's a rare thing.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. I got invited to a couple other shows from the panel. So I will be making a guest appearance. I think it's next Tuesday on a different show, and I made some friends, man. I had some friends to play Sea of Thieves with and stuff like that when that game drops. So that's really cool.
That is really cool, and those are both Xbox and PlayStation groups of people, correct?
Yeah.
Nice.
There
Nintendo.
was quite a few people there that they prefer the PlayStation brand. They do have multiple consoles, and there's stuff like they even stated they're excited about Game Pass. They're excited to be able to try out these games that they might be iffy about, just putting down that $10 a month and stuff like that. So they see things kind of like the way I see things when it comes to Game Pass, and we will be getting together and playing at least Sea of Thieves when it drops. State of Decay 2, I'll be on that, and then Crackdown. Oh man, I don't know if people are going to be able to pull me away from that game when that drops this year.
Guys, we might be having some technical difficulties real quick. It's because Lady Foxfire's here. It's showing that I have a lot of dropped frames. So I'm just checking with the, Daz said it's buffering a bit for him. It's always buffering for him. What's up, Daz? See, Daz made it, but CBL didn't.
CBL. You should be ashamed of yourself.
It is not my fault, guys. I don't control YouTube.
Whoa, you sounded just like him. That was pretty good.
I think she was being her, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I was actually doing an accent on purpose.
You did well. I likes. All right, so I mean, we're gonna go with it and hope for the best. It is very
Fingers
unusual.
crossed.
And my CPU usage is only 7%, so that's what's really bugging me out.
Hold hands, everybody. Hold hands.
Kumbaya. Pray for this shit to work. It's usually stuff goes crazy if we have a guest on. So either I don't wake up, or everybody's sick, and we don't end up having the show. It's standard. Like it wouldn't be normal for us to have a decent show. All right, so let's get back.
Hold on, I got another announcement.
No,
Yes, and I have one
okay.
also. I just want to throw out there. But
Just,
go ahead,
just
Bot.
one real quick. I am officially off iPhone, people. Yes, thank God.
Hallelujah.
Right.
I hear more and more people very happy when they say that very often, that they're happy they're off their iPhones.
Oh,
What's wrong with iPhones?
You guys, it's horrible. It's just absolutely
Break those
terrifying.
chains. Break those chains.
broke him, man. Broke him.
It's trash.
Not being able to customize your phone and actually see your personalization in it and everything like that means a lot to me. When it came to the iPhone, you could put a picture behind all your little icons and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't. It didn't feel like your phone. It felt like just iPhone. But with
Yep.
with
It's
this,
not like an Apple.
we got the Samsung S8, S8 Plus, and I am completely happy with this. I love how the screen kind of wraps around the sides. It's just really cool.
Oh, fancy.
Guys,
Oh.
I think it's doing a little bit better. I closed some programs out here. Maybe
Oh,
not.
she probably had 80 tabs open, people.
Why does everybody do that? All right, anybody else have any announcements?
Yeah, I have one. Tonight is going to be the second episode of G4G Live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The first episode went off really well. We had an amazing chat, and we are taking questions, so you can either DM or tweet at Moxie, Avers, and myself. And we really want the community to come out again, like they did the first time. And if you have any questions, we're looking to involve the community in a big way. And the topics that we have, which I won't announce now, they're strong, and it should be a fantastic show.
That's awesome. I will catch it live this time. I was so disappointed last time. I was like, oh shit, I forgot. So we'll definitely be catching it live, and please do me a favor and put the link in the chat of the CCC conversation that we have. That would be very helpful.
Yes.
How about you, Foxy? Any announcements?
no,
Red Bull and
not in
coffee
particular.
announcements. Dun dun dun.
Coffee's gone, guys. Coffee's gone.
For real.
I have an important announcement.
I don't believe you.
I'm pregnant and I need a Connect adapter. Community,
Oh,
please
yeah.
help me out. Why do I need one? Because this new Xbox update is freaking awesome. If you're in the alpha ring, you can stream on Mixer, have someone pull up like a laptop or even their cell phone and take control of your game. It's so freaking awesome. I love it.
Oh, you need a Kinect adapter. What happened to everybody making fun of me because I wanted a Kinect adapter, but I don't want to pay for it. So I think Aaron Greenberg should send me one personally.
No, me first.
No,
The reason I need it is because you can do motion cap on Project Spark and do voice capture and stuff. So I need it for Project Spark.
Sir, I was in line first. You don't cut me, okay?
Don't give me sloppy seconds.
Am I the only one that found out that he's pregnant? I mean, what's going on?
He's always pregnant.
Yeah, it's a running thing.
I'm
Cool.
not surprised.
We're called. The kid's name is going to be Yoshida's love child.
Please don't name it that. I would be very upset.
It's Dad's fault he didn't use protection.
Oh my god.
Wow. All right, so
Here we go.
we're done.
And we're up on the side of the road burning.
What is
We've
up,
just-
everybody in the chat? There's so many familiar faces. I appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure you guys hit that like button. That really helps out the show. And since we don't have
Wow.
creating
Predator with
Yeah,
that.
you see
Wow,
that?
yes.
Predator with some
Oh.
advice for Supersonic.
What did you say,
we don't
Predator?
need to say that out loud.
Oh my god.
Let's just say that it was
You do know they record the chat now, so if somebody
Yes.
watches this later on, they're gonna see it in the chat. They're gonna know what we're talking
Dang
about.
it, Daz, you're
Yep.
supposed to be a moderator in here. Come on. Don't let this slip.
Graphic God up in the chat. What's up, Graphic God? Big shout out to him.
Oh,
What's
that's
up,
another
what's up?
announcement. Me and Graphic God do Retro Renegades every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Time. And he played Trojan and Ghosts and Goblins with one hand. It's awesome. Go check it out.
Very cool. Make sure you guys check out Retro Renegades when you get a chance. Supersonic, you can link that in the chat if you'd like. So, guys, we're going to dive into some news because we have some fresh news that Mr. Boomstick just brought up, and I think a lot of people are going to be very excited about it. So, Microsoft is soon to be launching the Avatars 2.0, I believe.
Yes, that story was actually just posted. It's going to be coming in April, though they didn't say a specific date. But it is coming in April, and if you are a fan of the avatars like me and Foxy are, you'll be happy to know that we're finally getting everything that they showed us at E3 last year.
That is so exciting. Now, do you know if that's going to be for the Xbox, like the alpha and all that?
No,
Is it gonna
right.
be
If
for
you're an
everybody?
alpha, yeah, you're right. If you're an alpha member, it's available now. But for everyone else, it's going to be available.
I know what I'm gonna be doing for this show. I'm turning on my Xbox right now.
No, Xbot, you pay attention. No, that's really cool. So, If you
I wanna
were
put
alpha
myself
member,
in
it's
my
available
pocket.
now, possibly. And then if you aren't, April.
Yes, April for everyone else. Alpha members right now.
Now, is that just dressing up your avatars, or is there, anything like interactive to go along with that? Do you know?
Well, I mean, the story is it's very brief, but I mean, they are the new 2.0 avatars. So it's I don't know if you have clothes from your original ones, is it going to work? It doesn't say,
I hope
but
so.
yeah, I would imagine that they're going to involve that because that is still DLC that you paid for, and if they're even if they're rebooting them or they're technically redesigning them, I couldn't imagine them boxing out all of your old content because I know Foxy said she bought a bunch, and I know that I bought a bunch. So
Yeah, that's the thing. So if they did convert or make these new avatars and didn't include these items that we have already purchased, will they give us some kind of credit or bonus or
Yes.
something
Yeah.
for future outfits and stuff like that is what I want to know as well. But as it stands right now, from what I've seen online, it's only going to be just you looking at the avatar, adding it to your profile, you dressing it up with whatever they have right now. Maybe later on they will add more stuff, as well as they can link it to games. Remember, we used to play certain games, and then we would get rewarded with like a Halo outfit or a Gears outfit
that
and
was
stuff
awesome.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like that as well. But when it comes to the stuff that we purchase, I have a bad feeling that those won't be converted because they are using like a different engine to make these. So I don't know about all that. But either way, I think it's awesome for anybody that's interested in these avatar outfits or these characters per se.
Installing it.
Oh, look at him. He is online. I saw him log
That's what-
on. Oh
I'm
my
installing
god.
it too. I'm like, I didn't know it was available now. What the hell?
You guys are making
Yeah.
me very jealous. You specifically.
I'm looking forward to it though. Like, and me and Boopsa were talking about certain games that maybe potentially they could add that would have these. And I mentioned one of them, which was Joyride. Was it
Yes.
Turbo, where you could play and race like your character, and it's like a Mario Kart type of game. That was really fun. And my nieces loved it, so maybe they will have something like that for Xbox One.
Full House Poker 2.
Yes, that Full House Poker was excellent. 1 versus 100 would be awesome if they brought that back. I know that was
those
a
are
gigantic fan favorite.
Well, weren't they giving away like points and whatnot?
Yes, they
when
gave
did that?
away live points. They gave away prizes. Some people won games. It was a great feature. I'm sorry that it went away, and it would be really nice for like maybe an E3 announcement or something where it came back. That would be great.
My avatar looks the same. I'm in the store. They don't look any different yet.
You in Alpha Ring?
I'm in the alpha. Yeah, that's how I got that one update.
Oh,
where you
maybe
can
it's not out
pick
yet.
a
Maybe it's
controller
later
to-
today or later this week. I don't know.
I'm looking forward to it. Like, that's one thing I've been complaining about. Even, you know how you get those messages on your Xbox dashboard? What do you think about this update? I always give them a 1 and say add avatars.
Dang.
Yeah,
So I'm
according to
very
the story comes to us from The Verge. The guy who wrote it is Tom Warren. It says here that it's available in preview this month. So if you're a preview member, you're going to get it. If you're not, then you're going to have to wait until next month. But that's fine. But it is on the way.
We still got a while to go for this month.
All right,
I
I'm
think,
looking at
dude,
the
I think it's
content.
awesome. I'm super, super, super happy. Like,
All right, guys.
this round of updates, they're freaking awesome. I love it.
Guys, do me a favor. Hold those thoughts. Everybody in the chat, sit tight. I'm gonna stop the stream and restart the stream software because it is really bad right now. So please hold your thoughts. Well, that's what
It's
it is.
actually his fault, not mine.
Yeah, totally his fault.
Yeah, we don't have it yet, guys. It's not in the
No,
insiders.
it's not running. We're gonna have to just go with it. I don't understand. It's just saying frame drop 44. Well, if my computer blows up, then screw it.
It's a lizard squad.
Yeah, this has
It
never
looked
happened
fine.
this bad.
It looked fine on my computer. I'm like watching. I don't see.
Here's what I'm gonna do: is I'm not gonna look at my OBS anymore. I'm just gonna watch the chat, and we're gonna go with it. Sorry, guys. Hey, we're back on air. Yes.
His water broke.
What?
We had an
Superstition's
emergency.
water broke.
Xbot said my water broke.
Yeah, I read that from the chat. Okay.
Well, you just save that till after the show. All right. So, anyways, the Avatars 2.0. I know that there's going to be a lot of people who are excited about it.
It's not there yet.
Huh?
It's not on the Xbox yet.
Well, coming in April, those of us who have to wait because I refuse to put the Xbox preview program back on my Xbox.
That's your fault. That's a you problem.
No, that's not a me problem. That's me being patient, and I am very proud of myself for being patient because that did not work out well for me when I had the regular Xbox.
Yes, I'm right there with you. I'd rather not have my system bricked by an update. No
Same.
thanks.
I know, brand new Xbox. I would be so angry. Graphic God, thank you for the $5 donation. That is very kind of you. And I didn't get to read that. I didn't get to read your message.
Woohoo!
That's super cute of you, though. Thank you. You guys, this is a very distracting day here. State of Decay 2. Let's talk about the gameplay. You guys watch?
Yes.
We're gonna talk about gameplay first, and then dive into something else afterwards. Where I'm gonna have Boomstick take the reins. But the gameplay. Who was that? IGN.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like them, but I watch.
Yes. Stupid IGN in their first. I was like, oh man, why do I have to go over here?
Exactly. I was mad that I had to sit there and watch it, and I'm sitting there with a grumpy face, but I'm like, this is kind of cool though. They're kind of lucky though.
I
don't
gave them
like
10
you guys.
views just myself on that video.
10 views.
Yeah.
What? You got 10 different accounts? What's going on?
No, I just watched it 10 different times to look back and really kind of soak in the gameplay and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
It wasn't that serious, but since Xbot watched it 10 times, would you like to discuss your thoughts of the gameplay and how it looks to you, how it feels so far?
Well, I would love to say how it feels, but unfortunately, I haven't been able to play it yet. But
that's not what I mean. Like how it made you feel inside.
Yo, to me, it looks like a really unique zombie game because when it comes to going in on multiplayer, you're going in. Somebody will invite you. You're going in to help them out. I mean, you collect inventory and stuff as you go as well. But you bring with you one of your characters from single player. You bring with you your inventory from your game. So there's a sense of, I better not break this. I better not, use this here if I'm going to use it in my single player. Plus the animations. The animations are freaking amazing. I don't know if people saw it, but being able to grab the zombie like from the back and have one of your teammates go in and like light them up with a baseball bat or something like that, or flip them over your shoulder and then jump on top of them. I don't see a lot of people talking about like the animation in this game, but that looks really good as well. At the end of the day, everything put together and the amount of detail they put into developing the nighttime in this game and stuff like that, it looks like it's going to be a truly unique zombie game, which I mean, let's be honest here. When it comes to zombie games, they're almost cookie cutter right now, So to see something where it puts the emphasis on like you care about your characters and you care about your inventory, and you could possibly turn into a zombie as well. It looks like a really good game to me.
I
want to just add to that because everything that he said is correct. And I just want to add the stress factor of you losing everything. That happened to me in State of Decay 1. I had a character I put 13 hours into, and I went out one night and I said, I know I shouldn't be going out, but I got a car and I wanted to get stuck. I ran over too many zombies. The car died. I was literally in the middle of nowhere and I died, and I was pissed. But that permadeath stuff is serious. And you know what? You're going to be really invested in whatever character you make.
Well, the fact that it kind of forces you to be invested in your character, that's really nice, because a lot of people will play a game like me or my kids specifically where we're just like, oh, screw it, I'll do whatever, and then die and just get another character. When you're forced to spend a little more time and take it, I guess, in a sense, a little more seriously. I feel silly saying that when we're talking about gaming. But that kind of, it forces you to work more as a team, It forces you to not be such an idiot like I can be. Well, I'm like, whatever, I'll just shoot my teammate in the face.
I know exactly what you're talking about because you're not going to go in there and just run and gun. You're going to actually be tactical about it and work with your teammate and try to survive because that is the whole gist of the game. I like the aspect of co-op and the teamwork and everything. It's actually why I'm more interested in this one than I ever was in the first one. Because I used to watch my younger brother play all the time. He loved it. He can't wait for this one, of course. But now I'm also hyped up because I can game with him. So maybe he could show me a thing or two, or compare the games with me and say, oh, actually, this was in the first one, or this wasn't in the first one, and I could enjoy the game that way, like vicariously through him as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like the fact that you're being tactical and stuff. I think there's a lot of stuff that I gotta get used to because I'm not like used to playing games like that. But I'm looking forward to it, and actually, this gameplay sold me more on it than anything that I've seen screenshots or teaser trailers or anything like that. I really like the gameplay, and I remember Xbox saying something on Crossfire regarding the nighttime, and I actually went back because by the end of the giant gameplay that they were showing off, I was kind of like doing other things and kind of like half listening. So when Xbox mentioned that, I went back to the video and I watched that whole piece of the nighttime, and I'm like so creeped out now to play the game at nighttime. I'm like, oh my god, he was right. It's super dark, and all you have is a flashlight. I was like, whoa.
That's
I don't know how I feel right now, but it's pretty cool.
That is nice because it kind of forces you to turn off all the lights and really kind of immerse yourself.
No, I'll turn on all the lights. What do you mean? My apartment's going to be lit up.
You won't be able to see your TV screen after that.
I need to see. I need to see around me. Okay, listen, man.
All right, Fox. We'll go in together, and I'll do my best to protect you when night drops. Okay,
you
when night
get
falls.
A tent and make your living room look like a campsite, or wherever you play your Xbox, make it look like a campsite. Put some creepy night sounds on, and then play the game, and that'll really like get you into it. And then you'll probably have a heart attack by the end of your gaming session, and then it'll be worth it.
Well, I mean, if someone
played one game at nighttime, and it was Dead Space 2, and never again will I do that. Never again. Never again. I learned my lesson.
I love horror games. Phil Spencer, you get a thumbs up for me for everything with this update. So I'm congratulating you on everything. This game's going to be awesome.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, I played the first one, and that's all we really complained about is it didn't have multiplayer.
Right,
so now we're getting multiplayer.
Factor. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want that thumb drive.
And if we could just segue right into the collector's edition, if someone wore the mask while you were playing and spooked Foxy, she'd never play again.
Oh no!
Boomstick, come on! That thumb drive is awesome. It's actually a thumb.
Yeah, I mean, look. Here's the thing. Okay, look, I know that a few people got on me on Twitter about my distaste. Now, when I first saw the collector's edition displayed for $70, and so it's 75 after tax, I was like, I'm all in, because I believed that you were either going to get a digital code for the game, which would have made sense, or the disc version of it because it came with the collector's tin. So I'm like,
you don't get a game with it?
No, you don't. You don't get a game with it for for $75. What you get is a thumb drive, which is, I guess, if you're into severed thumbs, that's cool. You get a rubber mask that you can go into the dollar store during October and pick up.
Ooh.
You get an iron-on patch that if you can crack open a Cracker Jack box, they have those stickers that you can do. And
90s called.
And there was like a small little brain, which, okay, if you're into brains, no problem. That you can stick you can stand the collector's tin. Now, the only thing in that entire collector's edition that's worth a damn is the collector's tin where the game goes, because that does look dope.
The steelbook, but it has nothing in it.
Boomstick.
Yes.
Tell us how you really feel.
Well, I mean, look. I'm going to be honest. I think that the only way the show works, unless or if you show that you're a real fan, you come out and you challenge something. I'm not a yes man. I will give it to Microsoft, I'll give it to Sony, and I will give it to Nintendo when they F up. I think that this is a blunder on Microsoft's part. And I'm going to tell you why it's a blunder. If you look at the Twitter account of State of Decay, they sent out a message that seemed they had more questions than answers. And they say, well, we just make the game. If you have any, complaints or, comments, contact Microsoft, So now we go back to the marketing issue that I've complained about since the beginning of this generation.
No, I'm gonna step in and I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. All right,
Sure, go right ahead.
I hope with you saying this about the State of Decay kind of like limited edition package or whatnot, I hope you were saying the same thing about Battlefield 1, because when they came out with the limited edition, it was a statue. There was no game in it whatsoever. I believe there was a couple dog tags or whatnot. So, I mean, at the end of the day, these companies saw that, you know what, people picked that up as well. So why not keep doing it?
There are plenty of collector's editions that don't come with the game. Here's the problem, though. Okay. The problem with the State of Decay Collector's Edition, it does not come with a statue. If you see what it comes with, that's not worth $75. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna look it up now.
If you're getting it because you're a fan, because I know I've been told by some people asking me, well, are you a State of Decay fan? Yeah, of course I'm a fan. I championed this game when the Xbox community jumped out the window because it was $30. In fact, I did a story that I'm almost at 2,000 views on because, like I'm talking now, I told the truth.
Oh, that is such a what?
That's $75 what you're looking at after tax.
That is a cool mask, dude.
Okay, so go out and spend another $20 on a mannequin head so you can put that mask on.
I spent when I used to get into Halloween back in the day, I actually bought a professional kind of like biohazard / zombie type mask, and that looks pretty similar to what I had, man.
Okay, listen, like I said, I'm not saying you're wrong for getting it. Everyone has their fandom level.
My brain looks.
You know that mine. Like I said, if it would have come with the game, I would have been all in for $75. I don't think it's worth it, but that's just my opinion. If you get it, hey, you know that's awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna do what Xbox did, which was play devil's advocate on it and say that you don't need the game for this collector's edition because, well, people are buying digital nowadays, aka not me. So they could choose to buy the game digitally or play it in Game Pass, but also still be part of the collector's edition and still have that option. But yeah, looking at the items they're giving you, it doesn't look actually worth that much, to be honest. So I can't play that part, even if that's where I was gonna go with it.
I haven't even seen this collector's edition, to be honest with you guys.
It looks kind of booty. Just being
I like the
honest.
It looks kind of booty.
Yeah, because okay, I'm looking up the thing that Xbox brought up right now, and I remember the whole Battlefield 1. This only has a statue and that's it. But like, it looks like an awesome statue, and you get other things as well. So I'm like, well, actually, that looks a little bit better. Maybe not for that same price, but I have seen it on sale a whole bunch of times, and I've shared it, and I was like, big difference.
And also, it just so happens that you mentioned the Battlefield Collection. It's that Battlefield Collector's Edition without the game is currently $32 on Amazon Prime.
Currently.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
look who decided to join us this morning.
What's up?
All right, before we get in on CBL, can I just say something from Predator in the chat, because I think he makes a great point here. Now he says, don't collect collector's editions. You have to open the package to play the game. He's like, this way they can get the game separately and not damage the collector's edition.
That makes great sense.
How it's bundled. Yes. And I can say personally, I have Sonic Mania, the limited edition box right here next to me on my computer, and it hasn't been opened.
He refuses to share that code in there.
Yeah.
What?
No,
I opened it.
I won't open it. The box is so cool. It's a retro Genesis looking box.
I know, bro. I have it, bro. I know. It's awesome.
I already know what's in it, and I want to keep it all together and not open it, because that's a true collector's thing. Anybody who's a collector, if you buy one, you're actually going to buy two. One to open it and show it off, and the other one to
depending on the collector, I guess. Depending on
the
collector. Because me and Boom were just talking before the show about collectors, and he was asking me if I actually displayed my JD on the box, and I'm like, yeah. And then I'll swap it out with whatever else I get, because before having JD out, I had Sonic out. So I have them out for a little bit, then I put them away again. Always take care of my stuff, obviously, but I like to display what I get, because when people visit, when my nieces and nephews and everybody visits, they like, oh wow, that's cool, where's that from? They check it out. I mean, obviously they're not gonna touch it, but that's just me being crazy.
I like to open my stuff so I can look at it, because if I leave it in the box, that means I can't play with it. I'm like a child. I will play with my stuff. Okay, except for I have my pop figures in the box.
Pennywise.
Because I don't have a shelf to display them on right now. So I have them sitting here on my desk. Like I have my baby pop on my desk. I have my Overwatch pop on the desk. But anything like if I have like mugs and stuff, they're all on the fireplace. But I don't have any more room on the fireplace. So I take my stuff out of the packages because why not, you know?
Yeah, you bought it. You want to show it off. I mean,
Exactly.
definitely. My brothers,
I
they
pick and
think it's
choose.
awesome.
I pick
Yeah,
and choose.
I think
I have my Deadpool figurine out, but I have
Yeah, exactly.
all my
Certain
pops
things.
in the box.
You
know?
guys play with action figures. Oh my god, I would never.
Hey, I play with Barbie
Wow, says you, bro.
still. I burned them all
Says,
and tied them
says
up.
the guy who
but
has Skeletor as his icon
Uh-huh.
on Hangouts. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I've been doing unboxing of Masters of the Universe figures for like a month now. Like every day almost.
Says you, bro. He even got He-Man. I was like, really? Oh, okay.
All right, so let's
He-Man,
say good morning
Skeletor,
to
Man-Faces.
CBL here because, you know, he's late and he's fired.
Nah, screw that, man. He's late, yeah.
Just a little bit.
Top of the afternoon to you, CBL.
Top of the afternoon. You see, it started an hour early for me, so or something like that. I was ready for it to start my time, and I forgot. Like, you went through your future, making an hour forward or backwards or whatever you guys are doing over there.
We
so
were time traveling.
I noticed earlier though that the link for the Hangouts went up, and I was like, "Oh, she has to up really early." And that was it. Then I just continued to play my game, and then Supersonic sends us a message on the Xbox saying podcast, and I was like, "What are you talking about? It's not for another like half an hour." And then I looked at YouTube, and I was like, "Fuck!" And I had to run up and turn on the PC.
Oh snap! You know what happened? CBL, his squad for Fortnite, those bunch of 12-year-old kids wanted him to go on, and he completely lost track of time. Is what happened.
CBL. See, I thought you were just ditching us because Supersonic Station already put you on blast. He was like, no, CBL was just on my game stream with me, and then he was playing Fortnite, and I'm like, oh, that's how it is? Okay. I got you.
I know. I was clueless to your whole time travel shit. So
I thought he didn't like me. I was like, damn, man. No love for Foxy?
Mhm.
CBL wasn't
I
that
was
cool,
really
that
looking forward to
that
it, and I can't believe I'm that late.
That controller share thing, did you think that was cool?
That was pretty cool. It was a little bit laggy, but I think that was just the stream. Like I don't know what was going on.
I'm
but
having issues right now. It keeps telling me my frames are dropping, so we got our fingers crossed over here, and we're going with it.
That's just because you're producing so many frames that it's like your computer's giving frames away. Is what's going on.
My computer is being a piece of shit. So, CBL, did you?
yeah, right, Fox. It's like whoa.
Well, Xbox wouldn't let me buy a gaming PC. Not that I can afford one, but
It all comes back to me, guys.
It's
No
all
one's
your
buying
fault.
a gaming PC anytime soon.
So,
Decent
creating
graphics.
Beyond Limits. What do you think about the what the hell is what we were talking about? I forgot.
the State of Decay, the
Yes.
collector's edition.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on
I
the
think
collector's
like it
edition?
does look pretty cool, but the fact that it's not included with a digital code, like at least, like it's kind of ridiculous. But I guess it does make sense. Like collector's item, they are allowed to be sold separately also. So it just depends on how you're gonna look at it. Like some people would like a bundle because it makes sense to also have a bundle with the game. But I don't know how limited these collector's editions are, how many of them they're making. So I can't really say, but it does look cool. And for people that have the extra money, it's worth getting, I say. Because I love State of Decay, and if other people love it more than me, well then get it.
It comes with a zombie mask though,
And zombies are cool.
and a finger.
Can I just point out another thing? Like, you know how you said if people love Study of Decay, they probably pick this up. But wouldn't they get the $50 version that actually they get it early?
Indeed. Was it 4 days early?
So you're looking at $120 altogether.
See?
Well,
You
people
see?
were complaining that it was cheap. So
Yeah.
now they can spend all the extra money they
Maybe
want.
that's why.
It's like,
I
hey,
would just
you
say get the
wanna spend all your
$50.
money?
Don't worry about it. But I mean, it is your choice. It is your money. People do whatever they want to do. Obviously, I think the best one out of the bundle is the $50 one that
And
you
that's-
get,
that's-
the
I'm
Ultimate
glad-
Edition.
Yeah, and I'm glad you bring that up because think about this for a second. Let's say, for instance, that you are going to Game Pass and you're like, well, I'm going to get that collector's edition. Why not offer for the $75 that you're paying for this collector's edition, which I think is probably worth about $13.75 after it's all said and done, not include the DLC or the season pass, the digital, this digital items in there for the collector's edition. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, look, like I said, if you're gonna spend all that money, awesome, because I've spent $200 on a collector's edition. It's not a problem. It's just that I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Well, since the game is $30, I don't see what the big deal about them adding it to their, everyone's talking about this $30, but why not add it to the collector's edition? Since it is,
because then it would be worth it.
But the Game Pass price, if you take that into consideration and then you buy that separately, I really don't see what the big deal is. That being said, take it or leave it, guys. It's your money.
Even if they increase the price by an extra $10, like your currency, and they included the game and they sold it like that, people wouldn't say anything because they're used to collector's editions being expensive anyway. So if they wanted to make a little bit more money on it, they could have had it a little bit there included with the game, and this all could have been avoided. So the fact that they didn't do that is, like I said, it's ridiculous that they don't have a bundle with the game, so that way you can get it all in one purchase. But like I said, I think it looks decent. I'm not going to get it personally. But if someone wants to get it, there's nothing stopping them if they want to put more money towards State of Decay because they thought it was too cheap. And now you have options. I hope you're happy.
I gotta side with CBL, and I think Fox touched on this as well. I mean, at the end of the day, we can voice our displeasure on a personal level, but at the end of the day, it's just an option. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, you like it. Go ahead and buy it. If you have Game Pass, you're already paying the subscription. You're already going to be able to play the game. It's weird to me that this game's going to have paid DLC down the road, especially since there seems to be a trend, except for Call of Duty, that people are actually putting out free DLC for their games now, and I'm hoping that trend continues. So with the $50 one, you get the extra DLC or whatnot. But at the end of the day, it's an option. It's how you want to play, what you want to collect, and everything like that. If you're down for Game Pass and just that $10 a month, go ahead and do that. If you want to buy the game outright, $30 a month, go ahead and do that. If you want the DLC down the road, you got the $50 option, go ahead and do that. There's just plenty of options when it comes to State of Decay, and to each different level of fan out there, which is really cool in my opinion.
Phil Spencer said, "Don't you dare put a real game in there. We want people to get Game Pass."
So I really think our show jumped around a bit. We were talking about gameplay. Somehow we got into this. Did everybody kind of put in their opinion on the gameplay?
I did.
I think that if you've seen the 25-minute footage which came out, I believe last week, it's State of Decay too. I mean, if you enjoyed the first one, I think you're going to like this even better. And they just announced that it's going to launch with X enhancements. So if you have an Xbox One X, you're going to get increased visuals, which is great.
They also said though that they're not going to have an option for performance only type of stuff. You're just going to get the graphic enhancements with higher res textures. You're not going to be able to pick if you want the game to be 60 frames or anything like that. It's just going to be higher res textures.
Which is the way it should go. That's the way it should be, man. To be honest.
It looks cool. It looks like you're going to be in a Walking Dead movie or something with your friends.
Yep.
Super excited about
I
it.
missed the part where you were talking about it. I had to catch up on that later, but I really enjoyed the 25 minutes. It was just like watching State of Decay 1.5, really, because not too much has changed, but it does look
hold on, not too much has changed. They have the blood, the hearts thing that start this whole kind of horde mode.
You know what I mean? It's just like if you were to look at Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, people say the same thing. It's Destiny 1.5. I'm not trying to
I could definitely
as a bad thing. I'm saying it looks familiar for someone that likes State of Decay. That does have the improvements that people would want. It does look really good. I like the fact that when it's nighttime, you literally can't fucking see anything.
Oh yeah, I talked about that. That was awesome. Scary, but awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna go full on horror, scary. And I've had scares in that game when it was fucking daytime. So
oh no,
I can imagine going around and one of those ghouls just jumping on my survivor and just insta kill. Bam, that's my character dead, and I have to start over.
CBL, I'll play with you, and I got your back, just like on.
Okay.
Guys, we gotta halt the show real quick. Foxy.
What's up? What's up?
We have a job for you. All right. Don't say it out loud. Think of a number from 1 to 100. Okay. Don't say it out loud. Mr. Midlife Crisis is doing a giveaway. Right.
Okay, I thought of one.
To think of a number 1 to 100. And then we'll give a copy of A Way Out to the winner. So, guys, 1 to 100. Put a number in the chat. No, supersonic. You're on the show. That's not allowed. And the first person who guesses the correct number, just watch the chat and let us know. Guys, think of a number. Put it in there.
I'm looking.
I
don't even know the number.
I know what it is. I don't.
How you what? I was gonna say how?
Psychic. It's
She's freaking fine,
448.
you guys.
She's
Oh
mad.
no.
Damn, look at all these numbers.
My computer won't type right now. What?
You're
One.
screwed. Oh, look at all these people. Look, Crap Gamer's got them all. Jeez.
Damn.
He wants that game.
Biggie.
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 Can't you see?
Biggie.
I can't even find his number. What was it? 35.
35. Yep, that was it.
Nice.
Biggie.
There you
Congrats.
go.
What comes around goes around.
Nice.
He donated it at the beginning of the show. Now he won a free code.
Oh,
Mr.
nice.
Midlife Crisis. Biggie is the winner. Creating Beyond Limits says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I win.
Why?
Yay.
I can't
Yeah,
type.
right on the money.
Congrats, Biggie. That's awesome. And that's really awesome of you, Mr. Midlife, to give away a copy of A Way Out.
Graphic God, you're late.
Yeah, little bit. That game looks really cool.
Graphic God demands a
we're watching
recount.
gameplay for that.
Yeah. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, that one looks very interesting, and I definitely am going to be looking into that game a little bit more in the future. So thank you for doing that giveaway. Congrats, Biggie. That's really awesome.
Yeah, congrats.
Yay! I love winners. So we're gonna move on from State of Decay 2, because I don't want to spend too much time on that. Inside Xbox, guys. Did you guys watch? Oh.
Sorry.
Wow,
Yeah.
Xbot. Wow.
I am so
I'm
sorry.
glad he said it out loud, but it was laughable. I gotta be honest, and I know people are gonna be like, man, that Boomstick guy, he was really. You know what? I'll let everyone talk first because I got a good one for this.
I want to give my first opinion on it, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. So everything that I hear and know about this show is coming from you guys because I did not watch it. I was working, busy as always, so I didn't watch it. Now I want to hear from Xbot 448 Xbox Inside. What are your thoughts?
Well, it was basically Sea of Thieves inside is what it was, because the majority of the time it was just Sea of Thieves. And with that being said, that wouldn't have been a bad thing, but it was pretty much everything we already knew in terms of the game. I know they showed off the music and the instruments and stuff like that, but when it comes down to it, it's the first show of something that they were kind of hyping up, letting people know, yo, you're going to see like the behind the scenes and stuff going on for the future of Xbox. And then they went and they said everything that, we already knew about with the newest game that's coming out for them. Now, with that being said, like they did giveaways and stuff like that, which was really cool. If you watched it on Mixer, you got like kind of like that handgun, the black and silver handgun for Sea of Thieves when you go and play that. That was really cool. They gave away a Sea of Thieves bundle, a hard drive, a controller. All that stuff was really good. But at the end of the day, if you have this show here, like use it as a pilot to move kind of like Xbox forward and get the hype rolling, not just for a game that people are already hyping up, but it would have been the perfect opportunity to get like the developers of Ashen in front of a camera and talk more about that game, because that game's going to be coming out this year, or go back and hit that Crackdown multiplayer with the destruction and stuff like that. What stuff to show people there's more coming down the line and incredible things coming down the line. I just feel it wasn't a bad show, but I feel like they kind of dropped the ball on what this really could have been from their first episode. Hopefully they learn from it and they possibly build on it next month or whatnot. But I just feel like they dropped the ball. It was a decent show. but it was just everything I already knew about.
But you
know?
laughed.
Because like it's such a controversial thing right now. Like there's people out there that say that you can't talk bad about it because it's only the first show, and then there's people like kind of like in my boat is like, well, they kind of dropped the ball on the first show. What are they gonna do from there?
Right.
And there's people like, oh, you know, Xbox people are being so negative. I think this is a great year for Xbox. It's a great year for console gaming in general, and I do not lose sight of that. I am excited for all the games coming out this year. But when Microsoft and Xbox, when it starts to look like they got the pulse of the community, and they're about to give us something that, you know, the community has been asking for in terms of possibly kind of like a lighter PlayStation experience just once per month, showing stuff that's going to be coming out in the future. That would have been something that would have been a home run in my opinion, and that's not what this was in my opinion, you know?
Do you think that if they focused less on Sea of Thieves, that would have been better, or if they had put
new content stuff, even if it's smaller things, like maybe just show a little platforming from Ori 2, just a little bit, a little tease here and there, maybe even with Sea of Thieves, actually show like gameplay where the Kraken's tentacles are coming up and grabbing a ship, and just leave it at that. Little tidbits, little teases here and there. And it wasn't really like that. It was, like I said, it was basically everything we kind of already knew about the game. And it just turned into Sea of Thieves marketing because that is the closest game to drop that is an Xbox exclusive.
I want to say something positive about it because mine's really short. The only thing I liked about it is when that bird tried to attack the chick at the beginning of the show. That was awesome.
Yeah, totally positive.
Other than that, you could have made a beer drinking game out of every time they said Sea of Thieves and been intoxicated.
Oh my god, I thought about that. That's funny.
Take a shot every time you saw Larry Herd with white gloves on. You take a shot.
Oh no.
Do you guys think that? Well, you know, I want to hear everybody's thoughts on it, but quickly, do you guys think that would be better if it was like every week or every other week versus?
I think once a month is the way to go because they already have This Week on Xbox every Friday.
Yeah.
So if they want to balance it out, like 2 hours is probably a bit long. I don't know. Like, so if you want to watch it all in one go or watch it bit by bit throughout the week or month because it is monthly, that's up to you. But I haven't seen the whole thing. I just seen parts and clips that they uploaded onto their channel and separate parts that people shared on Twitter. I haven't had a chance to watch the whole thing yet. Because it is 2 hours and I was in work over the weekend, so I haven't got a chance to watch it. But I've only heard bad things about it. But from the bits that I did see, I thought it was alright. It's just the usual stuff that they put out. I didn't have this like hype to it. Like I wasn't expecting them to reveal something about Crackdown 3. Like that would be awesome, but I was not like building any sort of hype or like anticipating it in any sort of way because I knew they were going to focus on Sea of Thieves. They said it before.
Oh, here we go.
Sean Murray. Sean Murray.
Sean Murray, get under that couch.
Sean Murray sighting?
No Man's Sky. It's still relevant. I swear. I swear.
Yo, CBL. I'm glad you brought up This Week on Xbox because in a lot of ways, and I know this was only one episode, but in a lot of ways, this week actually has more detail about features in different games. They kind of spread the spectrum on like stuff that's coming out that week, stuff that's being worked on. You know, that's
been going on a lot longer though.
But they share more on that than they do on this, you know, once a month big show.
All right, so
but like we said, it's only been one episode. I think we have to wait until like 2 or 3 come out so they actually have a chance to tweak what they're doing, get feedback. This Week on Xbox has been going on for over a year, so they know what they're doing and they know the format and
man. I'm a blind doctor. I have no patience, man.
Wow, bot.
To kind of go off what he said right there, which was that, you know, Inside Xbox, what was it called? This Week on Xbox, sorry. Yes. That one has that one's been going on for a while. Actually, Inside Xbox has been a thing before when it was on the 360, and that one actually went pretty well. They had skits. They would always talk about the latest news or what's coming and stuff like that. And they had different hosts. One of those hosts in particular did a YouTube channel with other people, and they did outside Xbox. So he's doing that.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, that's a thing that's happened before. Yeah, and then it got canceled, and then they kind of scrapped it, and now they're trying to bring it back. I don't think this was the right way to do it. And I know, like, everybody, not particularly saying you guys, but like a lot of people in the community are shitting all over it. I don't particularly agree with that, but I understand why some people are disappointed, frustrated, and whatnot, because they could have done a better show to start with. They didn't have to do This Week on Xbox this week. They could have just saved up all the good stuff for Inside Xbox for that premiere, and then they could have done it more, I don't know, more fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Not,
That makes sense. Like, if
yeah,
they
not
don't do This Week on Xbox the week that the Inside Xbox is going to come out, so that way they have all that information that week.
Also,
That makes
maybe don't make it so scripted. It was so obviously scripted. They should have done it more loose. Obviously, there's certain things they're not allowed to talk about, which we all know. But I think that they should have that already on their books. They should know, okay, we can't talk about this and we can't talk about that. That's going to be saved for a future thing. But they should at least be like more themselves, and everything felt so scripted and so fake. I watched about an hour of it before I was like, I'm gonna go back to Jessica Jones. Forget this, because I was a little bit looking forward to it. I was like, cool, they're bringing back the show. It should be really fun. But then they did too much Sea of Thieves, which is, I mean, it's fine if you're really looking for Sea of Thieves. So I'm pretty sure Crappy really loved it because that's his most anticipated game. Mine is still Crackdown, and I'm like, where's Crackdown? I feel like redheaded stepchild over here, like, what the heck is going on? So I am not getting anything about that game. So they didn't show me any love. It was nice, all the love they showed to Sea of Thieves, but they did kind of weird because it was spread out. It wasn't even like, hey, this first half is Sea of Thieves and then the second half is something else. No, they did Sea of Thieves throughout the whole thing, which they kept going back and forth, which I didn't like that format. I thought that was really weird. So overall, the show for me, without getting into more details, was really disappointing and very boring. But I'm not gonna shit all over it because it is what it was, you know?
Yeah, but okay, so I feel like they've already focused a lot on Sea of Thieves. So for someone who hasn't watched it, that's not gonna really entice me to watch it on the that same level. Like, I've seen so much on Sea of Thieves. I played Sea of Thieves. I was interested in it, but I'm just too busy to say, hey, you know what, let me watch this. Yeah, I should have caught up on it later. But, you know, just hearing that it was basically Sea of Thieves focus, that kind of deters me from watching it, because I do enjoy Sea of Thieves, but I don't want to watch so much content on it and play it so much beforehand. Where
you just want to play it now. It's not even out yet.
Like, I'm not gonna have that excitement factor when I go to actually play the game on a regular basis if I overdo it beforehand. That's just the way I work.
Right.
Boomstick, you're very quiet.
Yeah, you know why? Here's the thing. I don't want to say too much about it because, you know, we do have our G4G Live show, and that's definitely one of the big segments, and I don't want to take too much away from it, so I don't really want to go in a rant.
You don't hold back because you're on multiple shows, man.
Well, you know, listen, I have to spread the love. What I am going to say is this. I watched it on its original airing, and then I rewatched it again because obviously, you know, I'm taking notes and I'm preparing for tonight's show like I always do. What I did not like about it, and I'll keep it very, very short, is that it felt too much like This Week on Xbox. That's what I took away from it. It felt too samey for me.
Interesting. I don't watch This Week on Xbox.
I like it. I think it's a very interesting thing that you turn on your Xbox and it's there for you to, you know, to catch up on something. You know, because again, we're on a podcast. We're on all of us are on multiple podcasts. So we're the diehard gamers of the industry. So our Twitter feed is always live. We're always, you know, putting out stories. We're doing videos. Everyone here has a YouTube channel. So we're in the know. And even with all of that said, I still enjoy the Inside Xbox. I mean, the This Week on Xbox, because it's something when I turn on my system, it's there. I click on it. And I'm like, okay, I might not have known about that. Most of the stuff I do know. But for the casual gamer, that's great. That's a great news source for them if they don't have their Twitter feed open like we do.
I'm just gonna say my Twitter feed is like a ghost town if I'm not on there tweeting. No one says, "Hey Mel, are you alive?" I'm just
That's definitely
little
not right.
fingers to all of you guys. No, seriously.
Damn, no love.
I was working for like 2-3 days, and then basically not on Twitter, and then nobody said nothing to Mel. I'm like, okay, see how it is.
She saw a hay.
Aw.
She saw a hay pass by.
Hold on, I send you. You had one job. Tweets.
You don't count, bot. No
Oh,
offense.
okay. All right.
No offense, bot. But
No
yeah,
respect.
you know what? I think that this is going to be a very successful show coming in the future. You know, and I think right now we're doing a lot of comparing, which isn't going to help the show. They can only do what they can do and take feedback from us to make it better. Supersonic.
I keep hearing a pony. I'm sorry.
That's not a pony. That is Junkrat on my phone.
Oh, okay. I was
I'm
like,
gonna pull a mooch here. You should probably mute your phone.
I was, but I was going to say a moochism. You might want to mute the phone.
I get
But
yelled
I'm
at every
so
Friday
creepy.
for that.
Yes.
I love Junkrat. Junkrat is awesome.
Yeah, see? Shut up, guys. You know
I'm not
nothing.
crazy. Thank God.
Oh,
It's not
Scrotum,
crazy,
you're
but you're
so
still
funny.
pregnant.
Scrotum says, "Hey Mel, are you alive?"
Holy shit!
Holy
Look at that
crap.
super chat.
Nice.
Holy crap!
Yay.
Good life. Thank you.
Yo, Supersonic almost choked on something. Holy shit.
I was taking a drink. I almost choked on my food. That's a huge tip. Dang,
Oh,
man.
that's so
great.
sweet,
Great.
Butcher fan. Okay.
Butcher is a huge supporter of the community. It's
Such a kind person.
Yeah, that's great, man. Midlife is the man.
He just gave away. He just gave away. Damn it! I forgot the name of the game already. There's just too much.
Way
going
Out?
on. Yes,
Way Out.
thank you. A Way Out. And then he just did a $40 super chat. So thank you. You're so sweet.
sweet.
Supersonic, are you gonna give your opinion about Inside Xbox?
I already did. I like the bird attack and the
That-
chick at the
that's-
beginning.
Oh yeah.
Other than that,
That's it.
it's very forgettable.
Okay.
But,
Well,
but I do have, I do want to say though, marketing's kind of changed from the way it used to be on TV commercials, and a lot of kids do just go to YouTube and Mixer and Twitch now. So, they just need to make it not boring and have that parrot attack the chick the whole time, and say something about Halo. Then I'll be happy.
oh, okay. Halo. All right. So we're gonna move on from that. Well, I had GTA 6 potential release for 3 to 4 years, but someone tweeted at me and Foxy, and they didn't like that idea. It says, replace GTA 6 with Shadow of Tomb Raider, possibly releasing in September. That's Cypher, man. So he is listening in because he thinks Xbox attitude toward what is that show? Inside Xbox is a little bit negative. So
Mine?
yeah, yeah,
He didn't even hear Boomstick's rant, but okay.
Well, no, tune in
see
tonight and you're going to get it. I can assure you of that. Tune in live. I'm going to be on
holding
camera,
back.
so
You go get it.
You'll see the mohawk moving when the mohawk is moving. Then you know it's serious.
So
I use a lot of glue.
a lot of glue. I have hair glue. I can't have a mohawk though. My hair is too high. I mean, I probably could, but that'd be weird. Shadow of Tomb Raider possibly releasing in September. Cypher Man, I know nothing about this.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I mean, maybe I
Send
missed
me a
it.
link. That is awesome. I am really happy to hear that.
Links
I mean-
would be very
Hold on, I'm
helpful.
going into next podcast because Predator did send something about that.
Oh, look at that. We're dipping into the next podcast stuff.
Oh, we're all family here.
I mean,
You know what
listen.
I'm saying?
I know we have some time, and we usually I like to talk about everything, and I think GTA 6, considering it is GTA news, we should discuss it. I mean, like I said, I don't have anything with Tomb Raider. I didn't see it. I looked all morning. I didn't find anything for that. So he does have a link. Send that forward, and I would love to find out what leaks they might have. I mean, we could talk if you want to talk about leaks and you want to pop GTA 6 out. That's fine. We could bring out Splinter Cell, which was accidentally on purpose leaked by Amazon.com. The only information we know is that it's scheduled for 2018, and I've been banging this drum on every Crossfire since last year. Michael Ironside is coming back as Sam Fisher. It has been confirmed by him that he was in the studio recording. So
hopefully it goes back to the more original Splinter Cell. The more stealth.
I agree. I like the real. I mean, look, you know what? Take any of the first 3. You know, make it a new story and give us Spies versus Mercs for the multiplayer.
Do it tomorrow.
And you have yourself a quality game. Now, the only thing that if Microsoft is listening and you want to hear me, pay the money and get that exclusive for a year. Your console needs it. I think that would be if they signed up Ubisoft with some sort of a deal like the Tomb Raider deal, which I'm expecting the next Tomb Raider to be a 1-year exclusive as well, because Microsoft might have had a hand in development costs in that game. And I think they should do exclusive deals like that. You're trying to move a console, and those are 2 realistic, story-driven, adult-themed titles that we're missing from the portfolio. And if you can get those for a year and you can show them off on the Xbox One X and they look absolutely stunning, you're going to sell more X's. You know, that's just my opinion.
Yo, shout out to Predator who sent the link to the article. I am actually pasting it into our DM right now. And there it is, people.
Do tell, Xbot, do tell.
Well, he actually posted a couple things that are really interesting. The first thing said that when it comes to Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I guess a countdown was put up by the developer's website, and then people who kind of did the calculations of the countdown said September.
Real quick, another thing, Tima said the Tomb Raider site has tomorrow's date on it.
Oh, tomorrow's date?
Mm-hmm.
So
maybe that's when they're gonna announce it.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's not when the game's coming out, but maybe that's when they'll do a teaser.
I'm looking at the story, and it says here as a tagline, Shadow of the Tomb Raider is the climactic final of Laura's origin story, available September 14th, 2018.
Nice.
That's right in the article.
I got something.
What for?
I got possibly an even bigger news drop from Predator than that in the DM. If you're pro Xbox people, if you prefer Xbox, he also put in the DM. I don't have a link for it right now, but he put that Xbox will be doing a conference at E3 this year. It'll be on Sunday like it was last year.
Yeah.
So this way they hold down their, that basically that whole mindset for the whole day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's a new venue as well. So
it's also an hour earlier.
Yep.
So that to me, I'm just catching wind of that right now. And that's huge in my opinion, because I like the Sunday format. It gives people, a chance to basically think about Xbox all the way until, basically the nighttime of Monday. So give them like a full 24 hours to think nothing but Xbox and what they shown at Xbox and stuff like that. So I have a feeling, like I've been saying, E3 is going to be huge for Xbox. I think they're going to actually look forward and they're going to show stuff that is kind of like more than a year out. And they're going to give Xbox gamers what they want this year for sure.
Well, Phil Spencer was on Twitter, and he said he's quoted in saying that it's going to be a different show. And I think that people got a little spooked with like, wow, different. What does that mean? I think exactly what you said, Bot, that they're going to kind of open the curtain a little bit more because the fans have been asking for it. We all know and talk about, Sony's roadmap, how they show the fans. And, even if their games get delayed, we still know that they're coming. Where Microsoft has been a little gun-shy since a few cancellations, I think that they're aware, especially Phil. I mean, he's a great leader, and I'm a big fan of his. I think he's aware that the fans kind of want to see a little bit. I mean, I know they're probably not going to just show all the tricks of the trade, but they're definitely going to open it up a little bit and show us kind of maybe a roadmap that goes a little bit past 2019. To get the people excited.
Snaps, do you mind if I address Fastback in the chat, because he said something and I got information
in just
on
a moment. This has tomorrow's date, right? But it's 6 a.m. Pacific time, not real time, which is Eastern time.
Yeah, the East Coast is the right coast. Sorry, folks.
It's not real time.
Unacceptable.
All right, continue, Xbot.
Well, Fastback in the chat, he said, but they will still have the smaller booth on the E3 floor. And this is what I want to let people know. A lot of times when you're looking at booth size and stuff like that on the floor, a lot of that space, if you look at Sony, and this is from people I've talked to who've been to E3s and stuff like that, a lot of the space that Sony kind of like buys up is strictly for press. All right. So it's not even for like the games or anything like that. It's like the backdoor booths and all sorts of stuff that cater to the press, even in terms of a place for them to sit and eat. As long as they're on the PlayStation side of things, that's what they pay for. So when it comes to like how big your floor space is, that doesn't mean anything when it comes to this conference, people. That's all.
No, and you're 100% right with that, because if you remember what Nintendo did for Zelda, their space was ridiculous, and they showed one game. Right? No, I'm not dissing it, because I put 120 plus hours into Zelda. I loved it. I think it's a masterpiece. But yes, I 1000% agree with you. Everyone gets so worked up on, well, their booth is small. You know what? Maybe at E3 they're not going to have, you know, all of these new games that they're unveiling. You're not going to play the Fable if they, you know, if they show a trailer, right?
Sorry.
So I mean, there's a lot of things that you're not going to play. So they don't need 200 stations there for you to, you know, to play the games. Not to mention, there's probably going to be other areas where you'll be able to get a hold of Xbox games.
Well, I do know from going to PAX East last year, Xbox is really good at kind of like delegating the space that they have, because we went over there and there wasn't a lot of games that we wanted to play personally. I don't think, you know, with me and OhSnaps, but they had it to where there was just lines and lines of screens and Xboxes to be able to play these games, whether they're smaller indie games or whatnot. Yeah,
there's a lot of games I wanted to play, but there was too many lines. I don't have patience.
But they really, you can say that they delegated that space. They didn't have a big space. They had one side that was Mixer, one side that was Xbox, and the side that was Xbox, the space was really delegated well in terms of having the games on the floor, is what I was trying to say. Like, they don't need a bunch of space to put the games out there.
Hey, since you guys said all those cool announcements, can we be happy about that Sega Genesis leak for a minute?
You know what? Yes, okay, you can. Go for it.
Okay, I'm excited.
For what? I missed it.
It's a Sega Genesis collection. It was excellently rated or something. I don't know. But it's probably
it's coming out in May, supposedly, for Xbox and PlayStation.
Yes, and they said, like, how many games was in it? Like 50 or something? I don't know. I'm excited, though. I love old Sega games.
I'm scrolling up in our chat, and I can't find it. He put a link in the chat. I think it was this morning.
Yeah, I think it's like 50 games, and I love Sega Genesis. I love old Sega. It's good stuff. I can't wait.
For real, it's missing.
Yeah.
I actually can't find it, but it was here.
Are they going to format it to completely fit the screen of your TV?
I hope so.
That would be nice.
Supersonic Station, you're the one who had the information, so you gotta throw it out there, because I can't find
breaking news: Sega Genesis 50 games from Sega Genesis played on your Xbox and PS4 coming at a time we don't know yet.
May.
Just get hype for Sega. We love Sega.
Are they gonna have
May.
achievements?
Yeah.
Achievements? Right.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Sega or Genesis collection that we had on the 360. They did like a little collection all in one disc, so they're going to do that basically again. And I think it's going to just look better and stuff. Like, you know, they're going to polish it up and whatnot.
Thank God
that
for
collection
Foxy.
was awesome on 360. I took that collection, I took the hard disk, and I stuck it in my Xbox One. And it automatically started downloading.
When you said stuck it in, did anybody think this was going to go a different direction?
It downloaded.
I'm over here like.
It downloaded like 10 games, like digital games, when I stuck that disc in there. I don't know if that still works or not.
Stuck it in, okay.
Dun dun dun. Hey, you know.
I'm still over here thinking that apparently booth size doesn't matter, but you know, here I thought otherwise. Okay.
Oh,
wow. Put this link in the chat here. All right. It's IGN, guys. I'm sorry. That was the top thing I could find.
You have to apologize for putting an IGN link.
I do.
There's something wrong with the gaming industry right now.
But that was the top one that I could find. And it's, oh man, Tech Radar was right below that. Damn it, I'm a piece of shit.
I don't know what the size of the booth. I don't know how that affects any of us, like whatsoever.
You know what?
It
really
does matter what they show. That's all I'm saying.
What they
Matters
show.
what they show. Show me something good.
I want to know how thick the booth is, and not really how long it is.
Right,
Okay?
You know what? Maybe you shouldn't say that with vape in your mouth. I don't know. I'm saying.
Oh, I'm done.
Thank you, Foxy, for keeping it real. All right, so since we did talk about the Shadow of Lady.
Shadow of Lady.
Lara Croft.
Thank you, Shadow of Lara Croft Lady. GTA 6 potential release for 3 to 4 years. I knew you guys were interested in it, and that's why it was a part of our topics. So I don't really care about GTA 6. I didn't even play the game of GTA 5. I just played online. It will still support online from what I read.
Yes, yeah, they're probably going to be rebooting it, I would imagine, when 6 comes out. But the way that the article reads is the story that I read came from comicbook.com, but they got the story from a YouTube channel called The Know. And
screw them.
Yeah.
Ashley Jenkins, that's my girlfriend. Ashley Jenkins.
The No is like a baby IGN. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, they are a smaller version of an IGN. They do a lot of live stuff. The information that they received apparently is from an inside source that they didn't disclose because they didn't want to see the person get in trouble, which obviously makes sense. But I'm super hyped for this because it is there's a lot of firsts for GTA 6. One being that it's going to star a female character, and I think that is fantastic.
Is that a speculation or a definite?
No, it's nothing is set in stone, but that rumor has popped up not just from them. It's popped up on several sites that lead is going to be a female character.
Vice City, right?
It's supposed to return to Vice City. Now it's unconfirmed.
Got me sold right there. I will pre-order right now.
It's unconfirmed whether it's going to be modern, but if you read some of the tweets from an interview that one of the people at that company said, he was quoted on saying that a Vice City game would not be the same unless it was in the 80s. So
the music is
they are fantastic, and there's that.
Just give us an 80s radio station to kind of go back and kind of get that nostalgia thing and put it in present day. I do want to say, I don't know what happened. The chat, shout out to the chat. You guys are absolutely amazing. You're entertaining me while I'm trying to entertain you guys right now.
Right.
The chat
has been on fire. Real quick, just a couple of more information drops for this game. It's currently the code name for it is Project Americas, and why it's the America with the S is in there is because this is supposedly going to be the first time you're going to be able to travel to South America within the game. They haven't specified what country, but there's a lot of them in there that are involved in the drug trade. So it's safe.
I heard Colombia.
Colombia is
Miami
one of them.
and Colombia.
Venezuela is one of them. Bolivia is always a possibility because Ghost Recon also did a fictional Bolivia with their last game. So it is possible, but the idea you're going to be able to leave the country is pretty awesome.
Would you be able to go visit Trump?
Well, I don't think so because it's probably going to be a wall.
I'd be like, what you say about violent video games?
Yeah, probably a wall there, and you won't come. You leave, and you won't come back.
Said that with a straight face.
Can you imagine if one of the missions, you have to either dig a tunnel or
take down the wall,
or put a ladder over the wall?
Damn.
But listen, if you want more specific details, please check out my channel. I did a really good story on it. It went live yesterday.
Very nice. And
if you're interested, hit up the channel. I've been doing, daily content. But other than that, here's the thing. They said the date that they're looking at, because it is GTA and Rockstar, they make great games. It just take a long time to get it. 2021 or 2022. Now that is a ways out. I would not be remotely surprised if this is not a launch title for either the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox One X2. Whatever
yeah,
the-
no doubt. Well, dude, they're coming out with Red Dead Redemption 2. You already saw what happened with GTA 5. Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to have that online element as well.
Yes.
So they're just going to live off that for a few years while they're making GTA 6. I mean,
Well, I mean, look, I don't know whether you guys saw, but I think they made something like $300 million off of just GTA Online. So they're going to keep milking that cow until it's time to put it out to pasture.
Yeah. I'm hearing that it's going to be at that time because they're going along with the main titles that always have the numbers. So, they're counting between 3, 4, and 5 and stuff like that. So that's why they're guessing that far away. But either way, I don't know because I'm also hearing rumors from fans and whatnot that they wouldn't mind just having a Vice City, style of storyline, but then you can still play the online the way it is right now. That's what I'm hearing, like from other YouTubers and stuff like that. So would you guys be interested in having a different storyline, but you still want to play multiplayer? You're still going to go to GTA 5 online or whatever that is.
Yes, and they just need to give us all the 80s stuff too.
Yes.
Like
Oh well,
anything
yeah, I'm pretty
80s
sure they're gonna add that
uploaded
stuff for
to
you to
online,
buy or
'cause that's all I
whatever.
care about. That's all I play with GTA. I don't like the stories are interesting, but I don't really like all the violence in them. I know that sounds really stupid. But that's
I seen you blow up a lot of crazy stuff when you played. I was just gonna throw that
I'm
out there.
literally playing GTA 5 right now. I just started it over,
blowing
and
shit
I have been laughing so much. That game, I forgot how funny that game is. I mean, this is ultra violent, and there's a lot of, a lot of the dialogue is especially if you're, it's cringe-worthy at times. But some of the instances just some of the conversations are just so hilarious.
I used to play 3, Vice City, and San Andreas the most. I haven't played them that much for a long time. And even 5 and all the hype that's behind it and all the online stuff that they added and made so much money out of, I'm just kind of like, where do you go from here? Since you're already up there in that hype level. But then again, I could have said that for the Vice City and the San Andreas.
Well, I'm going to show my age here, but I remember waiting online for the midnight launch of Vice City. If you're familiar with New York, we waited at online in Yonkers at the Dragon's Den. It was an old comic book store that started selling games, and the owner was giving out razor blade keychains that Rockstar sent.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was. I actually still have the
damn,
swag.
I want one.
Dang. We weren't allowed to play that, but my older brother bought it and we all played it sneakily when my mom wasn't looking. So we got yelled at a couple of times, but we dropped the control real quick and ran. That's all I'm saying.
Busted. That's so funny. Well, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Too bad we have to wait, but they do have to focus on right now Red Dead Redemption 2. And I believe that's the main waiting point.
That game is done. They're just waiting to put it
tease
out.
us.
Yeah,
tease us because CBL, you've been so quiet. You got something to say?
Oh no, I just said they've been bug fixing and stuff, just trying to get it as smooth as possible. I say for when it does release, big game, they usually are the hardest to find all the small little bugs hiding around, breaking the game and shit like that. So I assume that's what they're doing because they want everyone to have a good first impression with Red Dead 2. We still don't know if the multiplayer is going to be released at the same day because they released the multiplayer 2 weeks later with GTA Online. With the whole GTA 6 stuff, I think it's all we all know and expect that Rockstar are going to be working on the game right now and that it will release around that time. Or they will announce it close enough and then they'll delay it because they like delaying their games. But if Red Dead really does be as successful as GTA 5, we can see them delaying GTA 6 more so they can focus more time on the game that's making them a shit ton of money. Like what Xbox said.
True.
When does Red Dead Redemption 2 come out? Do we have October?
November, I think, is it? Or October?
October?
One of those ones.
Yeah, October, in the end of October. I forgot the date though.
October 26th, I believe. Well, I mean, I know that a lot of people are looking forward to that. Right now, that's going to be, I guess, my main focus versus, GTA, which I look forward to, but I don't play the gameplay. As long as they keep the online up and running, I don't care about the game. But I know that's good for the business. So, the fact that those are two separate things kind of makes me happy.
Yeah, another thing that Tim mentioned in the chat was the fact that we've heard this type of rumor before. He said all the way back to where GTA 5 came out or something like that. But like I looked some stuff up and it was like 2016. People were talking about Vice City coming back or them doing a reboot or something regarding that sense. But I don't know. I just think it's interesting that like out of all people would get this information. I think that's kind of funny.
Don't like them. I watch them. But I sit there and I'm like,
well, they definitely got a
biased.
lot of views off of this. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Don't
they
make fun of
500,000
Jenkins, please.
500,000 views on that. That was a big get for them for sure.
Yeah, interesting. That is.
Anybody have anything to add to that?
They're just some
They're liars. They made it all up. They did it. For
Oh,
clicks.
dingy.
Liars, clickbaiters. What were you saying, Supersonic?
I said, don't make fun of Ashley Jenkins. That's my woman.
Okay, thank you. Don't make fun of
many,
Ashley
man.
Jenkins. I wasn't making fun of anybody. I just said they're liars.
She only lies half the time. The other guys lie the other half the time. She only lies a little bit. Actually, she lies a lot.
Oh.
That whole station is full of crap. Don't watch them.
We do watch them, but I don't like when I watch them and I see them talk about Xbox and they kind of are just like, meh, like basically they don't side with Xbox. I think they try to stay neutral, but they definitely don't. But anyways, that's not what we're talking about today. So we're going to move on to Fortnite Mobile. This was CBL. So is this coming into fruition? Is there going to be a Fortnite
Oh,
Mobile?
yeah, like it's announced as a trailer. They're sending out invites to people that are signing up for it on their website. Like, it's an actual thing. It's not going to be like some shit version of the game either. Like, it's probably going to run a lot of shit because it's on a phone. But it's going to have crossplay with Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and it's going to be the exact same game as the console and PC version. It's just going to be locked to 30 frames per second.
Now, I have to stop you there. Is it going to be the Fortnite game, or is it going to be Battle Royale?
Battle Royale.
Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna be the full thing. There's not gonna be anything out. It's gonna be getting the same updates because they have to be getting the same updates at the same time so they can have crossplay because they can't be running on different updates. So you're gonna be playing the exact same thing. It's still gonna be free, and yeah, it's probably gonna be fucking awkward to control unless you're able to like Bluetooth a controller onto your phone. But why would you be playing a phone outside on a bus with a controller?
Can I do that? Can I Bluetooth controller to my phone?
Yep.
I don't know, but I've seen Phil Spencer was tweeting the other day, like responding to someone's thing about the whole mixer share controller thing, saying that you'd be able to maybe one day have Bluetooth on your controller on your phone, so that way when someone is streaming the game, you can use your phone as like a controller, like to control someone's stream, like what me and Supersonic were doing earlier. But I was using my phone and had to use the whole touchpad on the phone, so that didn't work out very well. It's really awkward. But yeah, Fortnite, it's continuing to like explode and literally is the biggest thing right now. Because I also seen lots of articles pop up saying that Fortnite was the most watched or searched thing on YouTube over Minecraft. And Minecraft is usually the biggest thing. So more and more people are playing Fortnite and they're just constantly bringing out updates for it. Like, they're bringing out a new big update tomorrow, and the same thing will be happening next week because every week they bring out an update, and they're constantly adding things to the game and improving it. Like, I like PUBG and I like Fortnite, but on the, like, I can see which, like, Epic Games are, like, so much bigger as a company, and they're using their own engine. So they know what they're doing, and they're able to get these updates out fast, and it makes a big difference. Like, if someone hasn't played Fortnite in like a month or two, there's already been so much added to the game that you won't even recognize it. Like,
you know what? I really, really hate Fortnite. I think I'm a little bit salty because, like, I feel like if PUBG was free, then so many more people would be playing that. I'm just saying.
Thank you.
but PUBG is also staying in the same state for months after months at a time. PC,
But
and
that's not the core thing for Fortnite, man. And I know people talk about performance and updates and this and that, but the core thing, the one thing that has brought more people to Fortnite is the fact that you pay no money. All right, PUBG,
yeah, but you can also ask many people like myself that play both.
and there's a lot of people that are gonna lie as well.
PUBG, yeah, is like a longer game because you can go 10 minutes longer without seeing a single person.
Dude, if it wasn't for PUBG,
which is
fight.
Hold on. If it wasn't for PUBG creating the hype for Battle Royale, right? That's what created the hype. It was PUBG on PC, and everybody's like, "Oh, what game is that?" And you know, you have people who are streaming PUBG, and then all of a sudden, Epic Games comes out with a free-to-play Battle Royale that, of course, has a cartoony, artistic style to it, right? But at the end of the day, it's free. So all those kids who couldn't get the PC game or anything like that, now they were offered on their console a free version of a Battle Royale game. That's what made Fortnite blow up, dude. And to this day, it being
I'm not saying that's not
the main reason that people are downloading that game.
Yeah, obviously, who's not going to download a free game? Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they're both different enough that you can play and like them both, like myself. But you can also see which one is doing a better job with the update. Like, even though you're saying, I see things about updates and stuff, but lots of people in the community, they get hyped when they see, like, if a new weapon gets added to the thing, like the jetpacks that are still being worked on, but they're adding, like, fireplaces, different rocket launchers, like, that changes everything. Like, if something big got added to PUBG that was new, that will change how the whole match plays. So we're able to play this, and it's constantly changing. Like, even 2 weeks ago, they added another new place to the map. Like, the map isn't staying the same. They were adding new locations and stuff like that.
Well, they had to drop their other game. They had to drop support for their other game that was on PS4 to bring developers over there to keep those updates going. I mean, at the end of the day, Epic Games is a bigger development studio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know that's why they're doing it. Like, they're a bigger company. They're using their own engine, so they also have to have
people are bashing, like, Bluehole, saying, well, they're not doing these updates and stuff like that. Then they're, you know, these people aren't looking into the fact that Epic dropped a game that they said they weren't going to drop at one point in time, dropped the support of it to bring those developers over there to keep these updates rolling out on this free-to-play game. That is the reason why you're getting these updates and stuff like that as well. Like, when people look into it, it's not that Bluehole is being lazy or anything like that. It's just that they are literally a smaller development team trying to keep up with that one game that basically started their whole studio, where Epic Games is well established, highly, like, employed, and has a ton of experienced developers within that studio doing all this stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't attacking them or saying they're being lazy. I was just saying that.
Chime. Okay, I don't like either of the games, but I just want to know which game has the bigger bush.
Well, you can actually run around in Fortnite as a bush, so I guess
all the interruption. Ask which game has a bigger bush.
We've got bush.
It's whatever game was developed in the 70s, from what I hear.
So,
oh my god, I gotta go. Hey, I'm done. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day.
Have you guys tried the Darwin Project yet? That new game, Darwin Project, because it's kind of similar a little bit.
What?
The Darwin Project. That's a new game. It's like they're
kind of. I got a review code. I played. I have a video coming up on Thursday or Friday. I thought it was good. It's like a battle royale type of game, but it's just like an arena fight. There's only 10 players. You fight to the death. One person plays as the director, and they're like a flying robot, and they can, like, interact with the match, so they can power up certain people, or they can make certain areas on the map explode. And like all other battle royale type of games, like, the map is getting smaller, and the map that you're playing on is a cold, snowy environment. So you're also freezing to death. So you have to cut down trees and make fires to keep yourself warm, while you're also hunting down the other players.
Is it close to Fortnite or PUBG or anything, or is it just its own separate game? I'm just seeing how many
like,
battle royale.
Quality-wise, or you're talking about, like, art style?
The multiplayer stuff, does it? Because, like, okay, I actually have it. They sent me a code too. It kind of felt like Fortnite a little bit, but not really. It just seems like so many of these games are the same, except that game doesn't have a bush. It all comes back to the bush.
Well, it's third person like
Fox, that was
Fortnite.
all supersonic. That had nothing to do with me. All right.
I already left. I'm not even here.
You started it.
Sorry,
She's
Fox.
gone.
Foxes hide in bushes too sometimes. You know?
Well,
gonna-
anyways, back
Well.
to Fortnite mobile. Number one, Xbot. Don said you're wrong. That was like 10 hours ago. When you were talking about Blue Hole, yada yada da. I wasn't
Don's
listening
wrong.
anymore. Cool. You guys can fight it out on the next podcast. Anyways,
I'm glad you didn't
I-
ask
I-
me
I
because
wanted
I
to
fell
s-
asleep. Sorry.
apparently
I wanted
you
to
did
say
'cause
the
you
big
haven't said
thing though
anything.
about that update was with the whole crossplay. Like everyone's able to play together. Like Xbox can play with PC and phones.
Can we play with PlayStation though?
No, that's what I was gonna say. And PS4 can play with PC players and phones, but Sony are still refusing to like let Xbox and stuff have crossplay. So they're just making it awkward by them being the only ones that can't connect to each other because they're being stubborn.
God damn them stubborn people. Why can't they like someone create a bridge connection?
But wait, but can they both play with PC players?
Yes.
Yeah,
Or
they can
not
both play
PC.
against PC and phones
Oh yeah,
when they
and
get
mobile. So then that's the bridge. So if you're on PC or you're on mobile, you get to see PlayStation and Xbox people at the same time. What?
Yeah, so
That's
someone's
weird.
got to create a bridge. So right, we play Xbox to PC, and then someone creates a bridge to play with a PlayStation person, all in the same game, and it's crossplay. It's
Yeah,
so
but I don't.
simple,
When you
guys.
find people on Android and PC, it's only going to find those. It's not going to connect you to a full match with people that has any PS4 players in it. From what I gathered.
What? That is
'Cause
so
they-
weird. That is such a waste of servers. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's Sony. Like, you know, they're being dicks.
What a Sony! How dare you? Don't ever do that. Sony
Oh,
doesn't
no.
need to do crossplay with Xbox. We
Yeah,
don't-
but it's just stupid when they're the only ones not doing it with this game that is opening up crossplay to even phones. Like,
if you own Sony, would you? If you're in the place that you're at, I wouldn't. I'd be
it's
like,
not going to do anything to harm you.
I'm making enough.
I think there's a petition. I think on Twitter going around, so Xbox and PlayStation can play together or something, right?
You think
That
Yoshida's
would
gonna
be
listen
so
to
awesome.
that?
Send it
Nope.
my way if you guys see it. I would totally sign that petition.
Yeah, I think me and Boomstick were tagged on it. I have to check it out. I haven't seen it yet, but I mean, I glimpsed at it, and I think that's
Phil
what
Spencer
it was.
said the other day that he still wants Fortnite to get crossplay with the PlayStation and stuff like that. But it's just Sony that's just refusing. Like, even Epic are pushing this whole crossplay. They want everything to have crossplay too with the game. But it's better to have some sort of crossplay. It's also optional. So when you're searching
Yeah.
for a game, you can pick to have crossplay on. So that way you don't have to go against people that are on PC or anything like that if you don't want it. But if you're going against people on phones, I'm pretty sure you're going to have an advantage because touch controls on a phone against someone on Fortnite with a controller, they don't know. Like, that's going to be really
Yeah.
hard.
I don't like playing on my phone. That's horrible.
I don't either. If you guys are interested in playing Fortnite on the phone or PUBG on the phone, because I believe PUBG is on the phone as well, Blue Rendezvous sent me a tweet about that, while I'm at work fiending.
I think it's only in China right now, but maybe they'll add it here.
That would
You
be cool.
pronounced that wrong. It's China.
China.
That's too cute.
China.
So yeah, if you guys are interested in playing these games on mobile, hit number 1. If you don't care, hit number 2. I don't care, but if I was at work fiending, I would totally do it. Just saying.
If you like PUBG, right? PUBG.
I just made the greatest emoji for the sponsors of my channel.
All right, bot. No, stop. This is
It's a
not your
gremlin
channel.
flashing people.
Oh, that's so cool. I want a gremlin flashing people.
I'll make you one too, okay?
But yeah, no. You can't talk about your emojis until I see them because I sponsor your channel just so I can get the special.
Oh, you got to
emojis.
approve. You got to approve it. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna wrap up the show now. We've had a lot to talk about. We have Boomstick who's being super quiet today. I don't know if I like it.
No, I'm sorry. It's just I'm trying to do 3 things at once, and and again, I'm listen. If you like Fortnite and you like PUBG, I tried them both. I think that they're okay. It's just a subject for me. It's like, so I let everyone go and do their thing, and I'll listen.
It's cool. All right, so Lady Foxfire, thank you so much for joining us today. Greatly appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. Do you want to let everybody know where they can find you, what you're up to, and all that good stuff?
Oh, of course. Thanks for inviting me on the show so early in the morning. Like, what? Who does that? But you do, so thanks for inviting me. It was awesome hanging out with you guys. I think I've done a podcast with all of you except for Creating Bio Limits. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, either way, it was really fun. Thank you to everybody who joined us in the chat. You guys can find me on Twitter at LadyFoxfire with underscores. I do Foxy deals and everything on there and share all the links to whatever I'm doing and whatever podcast I guest star on. And then, of course, I have a YouTube channel where I do all kinds of videos, from unboxings to Throwback Thursdays to anything like that. And, of course, I do gaming then on there as well. So check that out when you guys have a chance, subscribe and all that. And,
Awesome.
this was really fun. Thanks. I now have to come down from all this energy.
You're not sleeping for 3 days.
I have to come down. I have to go lay down or something.
She's gonna go run in for 3 hours and then come back and be like, "Oh, game time," and then pass out. No, thank you for coming on. It's been a lot of fun. Guys, I will link her channel below, but most of you in the chat, I believe you know who Lady Foxfire is. If you don't, you're doing life wrong.
It's been a long time coming, actually, and shout out to Blades and Supersonic and you guys who actually sent me DMs saying, "Hey, you should be on TCC." I was like, okay.
Yeah, it was the guys in the Twitter chat that they were all harassing me about getting you on the show, and I'm so lazy when it comes to inviting people. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, if they want to come on, they'll hit me up. So they were like, "Can we get Fox on here? Can we get Fox on here?" I was like, "It's done." You know,
yep, I was getting same messages.
That's
yes,
so
of course.
Yeah, no, like anybody wants to join the show, hit me up and we'll definitely bring you guys on. And I did have something else to say and then I totally forgot.
Wait, tell us a Foxy deal before you go.
Oh, that's what it was. Wait, before you tell a Foxy deal. It is because Lady Foxfire and her Foxy deals that I have my lovely Xbox One X that I love oh so much. And I got the additional controller and PUBG with it, which we gave away PUBG.
Awesome.
Because of Foxy deals, I do have my Xbox and the additional controller, which I no longer have the controller. I gave it to one of the kids, but that was really awesome. So your Foxy deals do help the community out, so definitely keep that up. We appreciate it. And do you have any deals this week that you're going to be putting out?
Oh yeah, I already started putting some up last night, but I will be adding some more. One right now that is sticking out to me is the South Park, the Fractured Butthole Collector's Edition, and that one is $51.33 on Amazon right now.
Nice.
And that's the Xbox One version, because the PlayStation version is still over $100. So don't buy that one.
Dun dun dun.
So it's basically half off for Xbox.
Yeah. Yep. So check that out. It has Cartman on the little bike. That was really cool. So yeah, I'm glad that I can help everybody with the deals. Whenever I get a message, like once in a while, somebody says, "Awesome, thanks for hooking me up." That's basically all I need. That's a reward in itself.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Fastback said Mel had a Foxy Xbox One X unboxing intro. That was embarrassing. We won't mention that anymore. All right. Supersonic Station, you want to let people know where they can find you, what you're up to, all that good stuff?
Find me and Graphic God in the arcade every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central, playing old arcade games. It's so much fun. It's like an hour-long stream, but definitely check that out. Before Coffee Casuals and Consoles, me and Lady Lex UK do a co-stream Project Spark stream, like an hour long, so that's pretty cool too. And I actually get to be on this VR game show. It's called Kiss or Kill, and the developer of the game is going to host it. So that's going to be coming up, and I'll let people know about that. Other than that, I do a lot of VR streaming, and check out my channel for that. And we're going to do a huge WrestleMania live stream, so that's about it. I'm sorry.
Very
That's
cool.
about it.
Very cool. So guys, go check out his channel. He is linked below. I will be linking Fox's info below as well a little bit later on. I didn't do it this morning because I woke up half asleep. Mr. Boomstick.
Yes, I'm
XL.
here.
You are? Are you sure?
Yes, yes, I am.
It's
Are you
very
here?
unusual you being so quiet. I know you're saving a lot of that excitement and everything for later on. So do you want to let us know what you got going on and where people can find you, all that good stuff?
Well, first and foremost, you can find me on Twitter. I tweet like it's going out of style. Like there's not going to be an internet tomorrow. I like giving my opinion. I like promoting other people's work. I'm a big fan of the community. Obviously, I do my community spotlight. And you'll be happy to know that this week's community spotlight is going to be our friend, the Welsh Gamer. Learned a lot about him, and I'm literally working on the script right now for his spotlight. And tonight is going to be our second episode of G4G Live. It's going to be on their channel, and it's going to start at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's New York time, which is the right time. Sorry if you're anywhere else.
East Coast.
East Coast, the best coast.
We are gonna we have a packed show. We also have a guest who I'm not gonna make any announcements. You'll see who it is. It is a community member, and I'm very interested to see what they're gonna have to say. And we hope that the people come out. I mean, the first episode, the chat was incredible, and I cannot thank the community enough for the support. I mean, I think we're over 1,000 views on that particular first episode, which is amazing. And we hope that everyone comes out tonight and gives us the same support.
Awesome, awesome. We'll definitely be checking that out tonight. There's so many things to check out all at one time. So if we're not able to check it out when it is live, we will definitely check it out later on.
Well, Snaps, can I say something real quick and then I'm done? I swear to God.
No, your time is up.
Join us for Yoshida Gaming News next Wednesday night with lots of guests and lots of more guests and the best news ever with no subjects. Okay, the end.
The end. Wait, when is that? Next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday at 7 Central, after the Dazcast.
Oh.
We're going to do it.
So you can announce that next Wednesday instead of right now where people are going to forget. You're fired.
Good job.
Xbox 448.
Yeah, let me just let you guys know that my channel is taking part in the biggest giveaway on YouTube, and all you have to do to enter multiple winners, all you have to do is you go over to my channel, Xbot448, and you go ahead and you hit that subscribe button, and then you hit the bell icon to let yourself know when I drop videos, and that right there, you win, and you win true inner happiness. As soon as you do those two things, you will feel that warm feeling inside your chest, and it just gets bigger from there. Every time you like one of my videos, you drop a comment or something like that. So it's what I can do for the community, and it's what I am doing right now. So go ahead and do that. Other than that, just follow me on Twitter at Xbot448, because I am on multiple shows, whether it's BGST, whether it's Crossfire, whether it's CCC, my own show, the next podcast, and I use Twitter to let everybody know when we're going live. So there we go.
Awesome, Xbot. CBL, where can people find you? What are you up to? All that good stuff.
In Ireland, so I think. No one's going to visit this place.
That's not true. I would visit that place if it was.
I'm depressed now.
Yeah, right? That's because it's always raining in Ireland. That's why you're depressed.
Yeah, like if I hired up the mic and just lifted up a little bit, you're just going to hear fucking lashing rain. Like, it's horrible out today.
Seattle.
Yeah, there you go. See, we can go visit Ireland in the United States. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so where can people find you?
Yeah, YouTube, Crane Beyond Limits, Twitter, Dean5578. I do lots of videos, including reactions, gameplay videos, gaming reviews, top 5 videos, and stuff like that. I said on Twitter earlier today and earlier in the podcast that I am bringing back my indie game spotlight series, where I'm going to be spotlighting certain indie games. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing this. I used to try to do it once every week, but when I try to do so many other types of videos, it does be hard with time and everything. So it might be like once every 2 weeks or once a month. But tomorrow I'm going to be doing the Darwin Project, whatever it's called. That game.
There you go.
That game, I'm going to be spotlighting it. And yeah, I have more videos going to get uploaded. I uploaded 8 videos since last Wednesday. So there's plenty over there on my channel. And I'm almost at 500 subscribers. I went up like 30 in the last day or something. So that's pretty good. And I had a great time. I am sorry I am late. The whole time change really just messed me up, I guess. I wasn't aware, so I forgot. So yeah, I had a great time regardless.
Awesome. Thank you for ignoring our chat. We appreciate it on Twitter. Jesse Darby is in Ireland. See? Nobody's going to go to Ireland. In your face. Did we get everybody on the
I wanted to say something real fast. I just remembered.
You guys are
You all have to have a drink for me on Saturday on Paddy's Day because I'm gonna be working. So the most Irish day of the year, you know, the one day. So I'm not gonna be able to do anything because I'm gonna be in work super early the next day too. So you all have to have a drink if you're able, and be like, that little Irish fucker, this is for him. And then drink.
Working on an Irish holiday, shouldn't that like everything be closed?
No, they don't.
No, I got a DJ. Everything's popping up.
Most people are going drunk most days anyway. So
nice. Oh, Jesse Darby said I meant to say I want to go to Ireland. Just kidding. You got played. Stop making fun of me, dick. All right, guys. You can find me on Twitter at GirlsCanGame22 and check me out here on YouTube and or Mixer if you're watching over on Mixer. We appreciate it. Special shout out for those of you who hit me up on Twitter with your pity tweets because I was baby crying that no one hits me up.
You're live, Belle? Are you live?
Yeah. I got some DMs, I got some tweets, and yeah, I think I'm alive. Let's see, a special thank you to the super chatters, Mr. Midlife Crisis, thank you so much. Supersonic Station, if anybody has one of those adapters, what is the thing you need?
Oh,
Connect adapter.
Connect adapters. You can find me on the street corner begging for a Connect adapter.
Please record that. Please,
somebody in community, please give me a Connect adapter so I can record stuff for Project Spark, please. Pretty please.
That would be super helpful if you guys do have one. And a thank you to Biggie. He was our first super chatter of the day. You guys are amazing. And also, Mr. Midlife Crisis, thank you for giving away a game. It's truly appreciated. I had a lot of fun today, guys.
Guess what, lady? If you become a sponsor of my channel, you get a fizzy emoji from Sunset Overdrive.
That's really awesome, Xbot. I was talking, though. You had your turn. It's mine.
I got excited. Okay?
Cool. Make sure you guys get a chance to check out the G4G Media podcast tonight. The UK Dazarus does his podcast tonight as well. The Dazcast, check that out. He's going to try to roll an hour before, so I think it's at 5 p.m. Eastern time. I mean, real time. I'm not really positive about that. Check out Xbox Nation on Crap Gamers channel. And that is all, you guys. Have an awesome Wednesday. That was a mouthful, I know. We'll see you next week. I'm sure we forgot lots of things, but we are out.